August and end of summer, and how to kind of make the most of romanticizing this season. I know depending on where you live in the country, everything is completely different. Some people are ready to be completely immersed into the fall vibes. Some people, like where I live, is still very much summer, like we're going into our hottest months here. So I see a lot of people vlogging about like, oh, here's what I'm setting up for Halloween and setting up for fall early and all that type of stuff. And I'm just like looking outside and I'm like, it's still hot here. So what we are going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about romanticizing August through a kind of summer lens and summer perspective, because if you live somewhere like me where it's still a little bit warm and you're going into some of your hotter months in the year, you're probably not necessarily thinking about autumn yet. If you are, of course, totally fine, more power to you. But I'm just going to share a couple of the things that I love about the end of summer, some ideas for things that you can do towards the end of summer that still feel a little bit autumnal, but not quite yet if you're not ready to fully embrace the autumn vibes. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. One of my favorite ways to embrace each season is to eat seasonally. One of the reasons that I like to eat seasonally, or at least try different food seasonally, is because it makes me excited for that season, and it really helps with kind of romanticizing the way that it feels. So a couple of the foods that I really like around this time in August are, I really love watermelon. I also eat a lot of nectarines. I know peaches are a big thing too. Peaches kind of straddle the in-between summer and fall. Just doing a quick search for what seasonal foods might be best in your area is a great way to continue to romanticize the summer season. One of the other big things that I'm doing this year that I have not done, this is my very first time, and I'm going to take you guys along with me for the journey. I'm going to be hosting an end of summer dinner party. So I'm super excited. I'll kind of show you guys a couple of the inspo pics that I have from my Pinterest. We're going for a kind of Italian countryside, limoncello, sitting out by the pool kind of vibe here. I'm going to be trying to thrift all of the dishes, all of the decor for this party. I kind of want to say goodbye to summer with a bang, and one of the best ways to do that is by having all your friends over and throwing a dinner party. Another activity that I think can be kind of done at any point, it doesn't necessarily have to be done in summer, but I do think is a very summery thing. Definitely take advantage of a picnic. Picnics are one of my absolute favorite activities because a lot of times they are very low cost or completely free depending on where you're at. All you have to do is pack a couple sandwiches, get your picnic basket, and head down over to your local park, or you can even do it in your backyard too. Another thing that I think feels so incredibly summer is a sleepover. And I know what you're saying, I am fully an adult, I am in my late 20s, but hosting a sleepover is just one of those ways to capture the magical essence of summer and make summer feel like it felt when you were a kid again. Have a couple of friends over, watch a couple movies that you guys all liked, maybe some nostalgic films, bring out the sleeping bags or just a bunch of sheets and blankets and pillows, and spread them out on the couch, eat popcorn, order pizza, have yourselves a good old gossip sesh, and I promise you it will feel so unbelievably magical. Now I'm gonna go into a couple of late summer August style book recs. I don't have too many, but I do think that this is a great way to kind of keep yourself engaged in the current season of life. If you are reading a book where you can romanticize the season along with the characters, I always think that that kind of helps. My first recommendation, which I'm sure you have probably seen on every single person's channel that's posted this, is One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I do think that it was a very good summer read, but I think one of the vibes that is felt the most strongly in this book is like the sense of time, and like summer is running out and we have to make the most of the summer before it ends. And I really think that that has a lot to do with August, and it reminds me a lot of similar August vibes. It's a super easy beach read. It's not that long. I think it's like, yeah, it's 368 pages. Just something that you can read out by the pool or by the lake or the river or wherever you are, that kind of helps you close out this chapter and get ready for fall. Another book that I'm actually reading right now is called The American Roommate Experiment. It is the sequel to The Spanish Love Deception, which I absolutely adored. It's not necessarily a new book, but it's been on my to be read for a really long time. It's about Rosie, who is a writer, just kind of in a writing slump, and she wants to get out of it and publish her first book. And the main male character, Lucas, who's the cousin of the girl in The Spanish Love Deception, He kind of travels from Spain and then they both end up sharing an apartment, so there's a lot of tropes in this one. Again, it's not super long, but I actually really, really love it. I think that Lucas is so incredibly charming for a main male character, and I think that Rosie is cute, not overly quirky, but still like fun and funny, and so far I've really been enjoying this one. I'm not too far into it, so if you have read the whole thing, maybe let me know your thoughts, spoiler-free, down below in the comments. Then my last book recommendation is actually not Emily Henry's newest novel, but A Happy Place by Emily Henry. This was her book that debuted, I believe, last year, I want to say. I'll fact check myself and put it in the captions here, but I believe it was last year. And I think that this book is just the absolute perfect end of summer read. It's all about going to a Maine cottage, finding love again, reconnecting with old friends. It just feels exactly like how it feels to kind of have that end of summer experience. It also is set in coastal Maine. I just think it is the absolute perfect August setting. Happy Place, Emily Henry. If you have not read it yet, I definitely would recommend. Another one of my favorite ways to continue romanticizing a season and put me in that mood is through scent. I definitely think that decor and scent is something that helps a lot with keeping your mind framed in a certain way. It's also one of the things that I look forward to the most when the seasons change. Getting out my candles and my different decor really helps put me in that mind space. I usually try to get enough candles that will last me kind of the whole season. I definitely go through candles way too quickly, so I always have one lit. I always like my house to smell good and fresh and like the season that I'm in. This is the only one that I have not opened yet for the summer season. It's called Pink Pineapple Sunrise, and it's from Bath & Body Works' summer collection this year. I think I got it back in like, I want to say like maybe March. They do everything like a season ahead, so I definitely make sure to stock up on all of the scents that I want, and then I kind of save them until that season has come and it's the perfect time to kind of light it. It really helps me look forward to each season of the year, and it really helps me romanticize each month that I'm in, knowing that I have something really good to look forward to. I also have a soap and a lotion that I like to switch out as the seasons change. So this one, as you can tell, is almost gone because summer's almost over, but this is one of my all-time favorite scents from Bath & Body Works. It's called Waikiki Beach Coconut, and it's just like the perfect, absolutely perfect summer scent. If you're a coconut girly, coconut is one of my all-time favorite scents, and I just really think that it just smells like summer in a bottle. For my lotion, I have At the Beach. It's just another like coconutty, beachy kind of smell. This is just one of those things that, again, helps me kind of reframe my mindset, put me into that summer mood. Getting them in advance too also really helps you look forward to the next season. So if you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm not a huge winter girly or I'm not a huge spring girly, getting scents that you are excited about, that you are looking forward to, is really going to help put you in that mindset, so when the time does come, you're able to embrace it and enjoy it even more than you thought you would. Alright friends, that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have been able to find a couple of activities on this bucket list that maybe you haven't had a chance to try out yet this summer. It'll kind of stretch out that feeling right before fall and help you fully enjoy the season. And if you did like this video and you'd like to see more, if you'd like to see the dinner party that I mentioned or any of the other seasonal activities, I'm all about romanticizing your life in each season of life as it comes. I like to focus a lot on low cost or free activities, so you'll see a lot of that on my page. You'll also see a lot of simple ways that you can make every single day feel as magical and whimsical as possible. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel, and I would love to chat with you and join our community. Alright, thanks!